talking about the eternal lesson. I go through that video. Really, some goes over what we are studying in class. Now, this particular sloka of this Bhagavata, which is a talk between Narahari and Chaitanya. Now, keep this in your mind when we are going through this. Narahari, which is very, and here for us, you and Srila the sloka is the same. What instructions Srila Prabhupada is giving to us matters more than how we understand what are the meaning of time, place, and circumstances matters a lot. And who is he preaching to? Very king, he is talking about you are an illusion. He was an illusion and he's trying to remove that cloud. And we are also an illusion. Srila Prabhupada is speaking the same words and he is giving us the understanding what it is. So it is relevant and for us at this moment of time what Srila Prabhupada gives to this part. Okay, there is a meaning of that sloka. But that meaning to be understood, what understood by Prachinvari and the great king is relevant at that time and relevant to us at this time or not. So this is the fundamental difference of how relevant present Acharya or present lives and how it is coming. Just like at that time we didn't have this. Srila Prabhupada said in Krishna Seva. So situation is the same, but the availability of resources is different from different places. And out of hearing, people could hear thousands of places away. You could hear that. But here you have to sit here, no, this might not. You literally go outside, you not. So they had the capability of these things at that time. They could see things far off. But we never see anything beyond the world. So everything is inside the world. You get it? So Krishna is providing you everything. We cannot see Krishna in the personal aspect, so he is not. He is there. So every day we come and serve, so many activities we do. He is the center of attraction. But in this process of center of attraction, don't think that you become center of attraction. You should always be sure, make sure. Whenever you are doing something, you become the center of attraction. Oh, I am doing this. So that is where we are placed of serving Krishna and serving Prabhupada. And nobody can request that position. Whenever you are working anything, the master can never be that position. So, the more the position of the constellation position what Prabhupada talks about, if you do not understand that there is sometimes it gets confused over you're never Krishna makes you do things through his providence. But when we submit to Guru makes us do things. When Guru makes us do things, he knows what we should do. Right? You are all deciding to do. When you go to that, they will explain to you how we should go and what we should do. They will tell you. Right? So in this way, this movement, the more we understand the Guru, the more successful we will be. Otherwise, difficult. It's not that impossible. So, Prabhupada says, I'm given everything in my books. This movement, everything. It's 100% there, everything is. But how much you can understand and how much you transmit to others, that's very important. Now, this particular story talks, it's an identical story where Puranjana, how his life was. It's a very serious subject matter, but you should have listened this and Srila Prabhupada is starting about the sloka itself is going to narrate some of the things. We are not sitting, never think you're sitting in a male body, don't think you're in a female body. Otherwise you will get confused. So it's very clear and critically it is analyzed. But as a devotee and sadhaka, we have to understand we are the feminine part of the we can never be in a male, but still we are sitting in a male body. Sometimes we may get old in male body. But here it smashes them. So now this slogan is like this. So like what is like more than the slogan, it is like a paraphrase. Prose. And try very good sense. Let me take this. Go ahead.
सुमन समधर्मणां स्त्रीणां शरण आश्रमे पुष्पमधुगन्धवत् क्षुद्रतमं काम्य कर्म विपातजं कामसुखलभं दैह्योपस्त्यादि विचिन्वन्तं मिथुनीभूयः तद् अधिनिवेशितमनसं षडङ्घ्रिगणसामतीतवत् अतिमनोहर वनितादि जनालापेषु अतितराम् अतिप्रलोभितकर्णम् अग्रे कृतयूथवत् आत्मनः आयुर्भरतो अहोरात्रान् तान् काललवविशेषान् अभिगणय्य गृहेषु विहरन्तं पृष्ठतः एव परोक्षम् अनुप्रवृत्तो लुब्धतः कृतान्तोऽन्तः शरेण यम् इह पराविध्यति तम् इमम् आत्मानम् अहोराजन् भिन्नहृदयं द्रष्टुम् अर्हसि इति.
Yeah. So now this slogan, the meaning is like Sumanaha, lovers. Samadharmana, exactly like Strina of women. Sharane in the shelter. Ashrame, household life. Pushpa in flowers. Madhu of honey. Gandha, the aroma of one. Like Shatram Tamam, most insignificant. Kamya, desire.
A fragment, javya, enjoyment of the tongue. Aupasyate, sex enjoyment. Adi, beginning of Vichintvatam, always thinking of. Maituni bhuya, engaging in sex life. That in his wife. Abhinivishta, always observed. Manasham, whose mind. Satangri, of bumblebees. Gana, of crowds. Sama, gentle. Gita, the chanting, what like Ati, very Manohara, attractive. Vanita Di, beginning with wife. Jana of people. Alpeshu, to the talks. Atitaram, excessively. Ati, very much. Pralobita, attracted. Karanam, whose ears. Agre, in front. Akta Yukta, a group of tigers. What? Like Atmanaha, of oneself. Ayuhu, span of life. Harataha, taking away. Ahat Ratran, days and moments of time. Aviganan, drawing. Prastataha, from the back. Eva, certainly. Paroksham, without being seen. Anupravataha, following behind. Lubdakaha, the hunter. Krit Antaha, the superintendent of death. Antaha, in the heart. Sharena, by the arrow. Yam, whom. Iha, in this world. Paravidyate, pieces. Tham, that. Imam, this. Atmanam, yourself. Aho Rajan, O king. Binna Hridayam, whose heart is pierced. Drishtam, to see. Arhasi, you ought. Idi thus. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta. We'll need the translation now. Translation is like this. My dear king, woman is very attractive in the beginning, but in the end very disturbing. He is exactly like the flower, which is attractive in the beginning and distasteful at the end. With women, the living entity is entangled with lusty desires. He enjoys sex just as one enjoys aroma flower. He thus enjoys a life of sense gratification from his tongue to his genitals. In this way, living entity considered himself very happy in a family life. United with his wife, he always remains absorbed in such thoughts. He feels great pleasure in hearing the talks of his wife and children. which are all like sweet humming bumblebees that collects honey from flower to flower. He forgets that before him there is time, which is taking away his lifespan with passing of day and night. He does not see the gradual diminishing of his life, nor does he care about the superintendent of death who is trying to kill him from behind. Just try to understand this. Your very precarious position are threatened from all sides. You want to repeat this? Shall we repeat? Why are you laughing? So that's why I said your identity, don't think you're female, male. Just look at the real the beauty of narration of the Bhagavatam. Why is this? He is telling who is the audience? He is the king himself, Prachinabhari, right? The illusionary story which is coming up. Shri Radha Vinod Ji ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki jai, Shri Gaur Sundar Nityananda Natabar ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. My dear king, okay, my dear king, woman who is very attractive in the beginning, but in the very end, disturbing, is exactly like the flower, which is attractive in the beginning and distasteful at the end. With the woman, the living entity is entangled with lusty desires, and he enjoys sex just as one enjoys the aroma of flower. He thus enjoys a life of sense gratification from his tongue to genitals. In this way, the living entity considers himself very happy in family life. United with his wife, he always remains absorbed in such thoughts. He feels great pleasure in hearing the talks of his wife and children, which are like sweet humming bumblebees that collects honey from flower to flower. He forgets that before his time, which is taking away his lifespan, passing day and night, he does not see gradually diminishing of his life, nor does he care about the superintendent of death who is trying to kill him from behind. Just try to understand this. You are in a precarious position. You are threatened from all sides. So here Narada Muni is speaking to Prachinabhari, who is asking him relevant questions. And Prabhupada gives in his purport, and it's relevant to us. So the more we understand Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada purports, it becomes simple for us. Otherwise, we can conclude in different ways. So time and again, why Srila Prabhupada says my books are the basis, that's enough for us, is we may not understand the relevance from different acharya at different times. So this concept should go off in our mind. If it doesn't go, then we'll be referring to different books. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? That means you will be only world jugglery. You will not come to conclusion, and the time will take away your life. It's very, very simple. That's why I said this particular, this one YouTube you go through, just in 25 minutes, Prabhupada completes our journey back to Godhead. You go through that and just follow, you will go back to God. Nothing in 24 minutes, enough. Right? What is that kshana? One kshana is something. What is the calculation? So okay, anyhow, go through the 24 minutes. Let's see here what Prabhupada says. Materialistic life means forgetting one constitutional position of eternal servant of Krishna. Then this forgetfulness is especially enhanced in Grihastha-ashram. Right. Now Prabhupada is talking about Grihastha-ashram. Before that, what is there? Brahmacharya ashram is there. Then you have Sannyasa ashram is there. Then Vanaprastha ashram is there. Actually, Prabhupada explains in 7th canto earlier, I think 11th chapter. He summarizes the same thing there. Everything is there. Go through that. And you can see how it relates here. Now, there he is going by chapter by ashrama by ashram. Here he puts everything together. He is explaining about Grihastha ashram. What is he says? The constitutional possession. The moment we forget, that's material life. We forget Krishna means we are in material life. That, what is that? We are servant of Krishna. So in Grihastha ashram, a young man accepts a young wife who is very beautiful in the beginning. Everybody thinks their wife is beautiful. Every wife thinks every husband is beautiful. Is it not? That is very natural. So in Grihastha ashram, but in due course of time, after giving birth to many children, becoming older and older, she demands many things from the husband to maintain, distasteful to the very man who accepted in her younger days. One becomes attached to Grihastha ashram for two reasons: palatable dishes and which satisfies his husband's tongue, and she gives him a pleasure, sexual pleasure at night. A person attached to Grihastha ashram is always thinking of only two things: palatable food and sex enjoyment. The talks of the wife which are enjoyed as a family recreation, and the talks of children both attract a living entity. He thus forgets he has to die someday and has to prepare for the next life if he wants to be put in a congenial body. The truth, the real truth is, you go to the family court today and find out from different states what is the divorce rate. It's more than 45%. The truth is here. A lawyer is there. I must be, he can give me a better statistics. Coincidentally, he's also here today. So the point is, Pratyaksha Praman is there. What is happening? And Prabhupada is talking about so many years back, 50 years back. It is the truth. And Bhagavatam is speaking same thing at that time. Time immemorial. Everything is the same. So still we are not able to realize, right? You are eternal, Krishna is eternal. We are also transmigrating from one soul to another. We have come to this point. But probably now Guru has come in our life. So there is a chance for us to, change course of time, go backwards instead of going on the coupon. So now what is happening in the present world, which was in the presently in India and America at that time, that was already there. But today India is overtaking them in divorce rates. They don't understand, but we understand, but still do the same thing. Because we are Sanatan Dharma, we are following, we have to be the leaders of the society, how we go forward. But we lost because we are following them. Now, he is talking about what is the two aspects. One is having nice family and nice food to eat. But we decided on this, and the whole life become a, what is that? One more kopin, we wanted that brahmacharya and landed up in a Grihastha ashram. Is it not? So, it does not matter in which ashram we are in. But don't get attached to that ashram, whether to the kopin or to the sari. Well, they're there. It is there. So we have come together. We have to go on. Grihastha ashrama was there that time also. Why is that time he is talking out to the king? So time immemorial, people would get bewildered, and the gurus, because of compassion, Narada Muni comes or Prabhupada comes or different acharya comes. So the moment acharya comes, that means we have to be attentive. Okay, let me sit. So that is Sukruti. That Sukruti, he comes, it does no causeless. Koi bhagyavan jiva guru Krishna paya bhaktilata bija. So that's very clear. So today if we are all sitting, we are fortunate. So now being fortunate does not stop there. You have to understand why I have become fortunate and what is my resources, what is my wealth, what is my asset, whether I'm in a male body, whether I'm in a female body. So all these things are very, very important for us to analyze. And what position you are in, where you have taken birth, whose family you have taken birth. If you go to any other place, identity is not known by your parents. Its identity is known by your gotra. When you go to your temple, you ask, What is that? He will ask you a gotra. He will not tell you who is your father, who is your mother. Which gotra? That matters. So our identity was never with the parents. It was there, it transitional, it was going through. But our identity comes, our real birth, our real name comes when we become Guru Nishta. When we take surrender to the Guru, that matters a lot. Whatever position you are in, the moment the Guru gives you the name, Ida, this is what it is. So many, you are so and so das. And what is the instruction? This is my Bhagavatam, this is my Bhagavad Gita. You read nicely, follow the regulative principles and go back to Godhead. That's all he said. And if you have more time, you make others also Krishna consciousness. So the complication of our life bewilders because we leave the center of our gravity deviates to our center of gravity of our ego. When our ego is the center of gravity, Krishna cannot come there. So Guru has to come. The more we read, we study the Shastra through that humility, then it registers in your heart. It will not register. It will just go and sit there and okay, you're a good speaker, you're doing so many things, so many things come in the mind. But you're going back to Godhead is doubtful. So the center of gravity, the Guru has to come. Still we don't know Krishna. So Guru is coming, so Guru is bringing Krishna near and near. The more we understand Guru Bhakti starts, then our nature also starts changing. That's why you in ISKCON today, so many people are taking to Krishna consciousness, so many are progressing. That's not happening everywhere. How many mutts are making devotees? Because the center of gravity for them also, it may be them only. It may not be their Acharya. But Srila Prabhupada was like that. He gave Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. He became the most dearest disciple and he followed it. So we have the best Guru with us. Who is the real representative, and he proved time immemorial, these 50 years, what not he has given us. Everything, including this temple he has given us. Anywhere, any part of the world you go, the same system follows. It is not that Guru is there, no, Mangalarti time is 7 o'clock. No, there is nothing like that. Everything is same wherever you go. The sun, just like he is always there anywhere he goes. The same way, Krishna conscious movement, wherever you go, it is like that only. Perfect. It is a complete knowledge which is coming as a capsule wherever, whichever part of the world you go. So this is Krishna consciousness. This is an ocean of bhakti. And we are sitting in this part of this ocean. And this ocean is full of nectar. When you get immersed in this Bhagavata, what is it? It is nectar. Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. That Rasamalayam is in ISKCON. Everything is available. You want a mango, it is there. You want an apple, it is there. So, but all these forums are in the form of mercy, and you should accumulate and put it in your heart. You cannot be here. And our greatest stumbling block is our ego. That filters off, and it will, what you want, you will take, and others you will leave down. No. So that stumbling block is our ego. The more you distract that ego, then Krishna will come on there. Prabhupada will come on there. The success of Srila Prabhupada at that age is a lesson to us that Guru can reveal any age. He revealed himself at that age because Krishna wanted that way. They are always Krishna consciousness. He is not walked like, we have not come to this world like we have come. They have just come and they will reveal at the particular time. And Krishna revealed to through Prabhupada, they revealed, created in ISKCON today. So everything is there. This is Rasamalayam. Everything is available. But this rasa is how you take that and put it in your heart and you start walking. That matters a lot. So the next para going, he is talking about the deer in the flower garden. Allegory used by a great sage Narahari himself. He says, points out the king. King himself is entrapped with surrounding. You are the king for yourself, is it not? For you, you are the king. So here, the king, actually everyone is surrounded by a family which misleads everyone. The living entity thus forgets that he has to return home back to Godhead. he simply becomes entangled in family life. So Prahlad Maharaj says, has therefore hinted, Prahlad Uvacha, Sad Tat Sadhu Manye Suvarye Dehinam Sada Samvidvigna Dihim Asat Grahat Hitvam Patham Graham Andakupam Vanam Gato Yad Dharim Ashtrayate. Here Prahlad is another Maharaj. He is also Chakradipati. He is telling the same thing, but still he remained as a Chakradipati, because we have our duty as to perform as a king or a Raja Rishi, or it could be a Brahma Rishi or anything. We are there 100%. So here another king is coming in the same parampara. He's talking about the same thing. And who is the guru here? Narada Muni. Right? Now, what is the meaning of that? Prahlad Maharaj says, oh, best of the Asuras, the king of demons. As far as I have learned from my spiritual, who is he speaking to? He's speaking to his father. He is telling, as far as I have heard from my spiritual master, any person who has accepted a temporary body and temporary household life is certainly embarrassed by anxiety because of having fallen in a dark well where there is no water but only suffering. One should give up the position and go to forest. More clearly, one should go to Vrindavana, where only Krishna consciousness is prevalent, and should thus take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead. When Prahlad Maharaj is speaking about very clearly, he was a Raja. So he has to perform his duty. He did not go to Vana. Only Arjuna wanted to go, and Krishna brought him back. You have to relate things. We have certain duty to perform. So sometimes destiny puts us in things. So you have taken a brahmachari ashram, somebody have become brahmachari, somebody in the grihastha ashram, somebody vanaprastha. But you have to prime common thread line is Krishna for all of us. Whichever ashram we are in, we have to preach. Whichever ashram we are in, we have to preach to ourselves. We have to act according to that. As a grihastha, your duty is to see how the whole world, 99.99%, they get married. Now 99% they get divorced all. So the point is, you have to understand, you have to stop this divorce business. If you want to stop this divorce business, you have to be exemplary grihasthashrams. You have to take residue. Every husband and wife should be ideal for this society. When they see, my God, ISKCON devotees, grihasthashram is extraordinary people, they will follow you. It has to be driven in the heart. Whichever you are married, then your responsibility matters a lot. You are a brahmachari, that responsibility matters a lot. If you are a vanaprastha, that responsibility matters a lot. And sannyasi, you are seeing in our ISKCON sannyasi, they are extraordinary. Vanaprastha, it doesn't matter. Vanaprastha, there is no vana, is here Krishna consciousness. This is Vrindavana. This is not a Vrindavan here. Wherever Krishna is, Vrindavan is there. So a vanaprastha who is sitting after 60 years, still is thinking about things about his life and family, things like that. He is in the borderline. He is a fence sitter. He cannot come. He should read this strongly and make, yes, we care for our children. Doesn't mean that we have to care for Krishna's children also. We have to understand we are not the primary cause for the people who depend on us. We are only a secondary cause. Primary cause is Krishna himself. He is the cause for all of us. And we become primary cause and will make Krishna a secondary cause. It is not true. Then that if you do not study Bhagavatam, understand we cannot make our life successful. If you want to make your life successful, then we have to understand the purpose what we are. We may be going through certain phase of grihastha. We are people whom we are responsible, but you are not primary responsible. You have given birth to a child. No problem, it will grow, but it has its own karma coming in. And it will lead its life. But if you are taking control of that, maybe many times you lose the control. You think you are controlling them. But you are not a sitting driver. Paramatma is sitting in that, and that karma which is there, it will go in that direction. Even for that matter, temple also. Sometimes we become very possessive of people whom we preach. You may have high expectation that this devotee should be like that. Maybe you want him to be another brahmachari, become he grihastha. Then you will stop talking to him. No, it matters a lot. Sometimes we perceive things. Even sannyasis do go in that line. We cannot, understand how the destiny works for each of us. How many extraordinary people were there in Gaudiya Math Bhakti Sanpati Thakur? But Prabhupada came out like a moon. I'm not putting anybody down. But it is that how much a disciple adheres to his spiritual masters matter a lot. Nothing else. And Prabhupada got it in his heart, okay, I want to do something. And he says, destiny made me that my family left me. But he didn't go after his family, but he did not even leave his responsibility towards his family. Is it not? So both matters a lot. So now we are going in this direction. We are not escapists. We are responsible people in whatever ashram we are in. We have to execute those duties without attachment. You have to perform certain things. Yes, we are there as a king, as a temple president. But you are not the chair is the temple president. In the same way, after 5 years, the prime minister changed. Prime minister is not a chair. He is not himself a chair. He just sits there. So we are in this body. We are performing, we have some identity. We perform certain activity in that direction. But the moment that is over, then you have to move on. Our main thing is going back to Krishna is our main aim of life. In this process, a guru has given us instructions. As many people you can take, please take them and go. Every bogie has one, every bus has one conductor, one driver. Prabhupada is permanent driver. We may be conductor. Some devotees are with us. Please preach to them and go back. That's all it is. So every ISKCON center is one bus. Many people come here. Our Radharaman has started one more bus in the evenings. So he is now, many people are boarding that bus. So let us see how many is going to take. But it's not a one-man show. It is a teamwork. ISKCON is number of devotees. They all come together and they create such a wonderful structure. It's not one man. Prabhupada expanded like anything. It expands through you. So you may have a role to play as you're going further. But the main point is don't forget your identity and don't forget others' identity also. You are a part and parcel of Krishna. They are also part and parcel of Krishna. But there are certain things which they are coming with their background. You are coming with such background. But the common platform is both are going towards Krishna. The endeavor, what you are trying to put, endeavor, that's all. But whether he is going back to Krishna with him, it depends on his own endeavor, which his connection with his guru. But you can be an example. You can be an example of a good disciple, which matters a lot to the others. Oh my God, his Guru Nishtha is extraordinary. The varieties in ISKCON. So many people are following Srila Prabhupada. Everybody has something to give us or everything to give us. So that's how we are united. We can't get anything from the material world. It is only going after mundane stuff. They are accumulating so much. Now you have to accumulate such kind of people and so that you have to undo those people because you got that the taste. So Prahlad Maharaj is, so according to the Vedic civilization, one has to give up his family life at certain age. Very important point. Take Vanaprastha and eventually remains us also alone as a sannyasi. This is prescribed method of Vedic civilization, that Varnashram Dharma. But one takes sannyas and after enjoying family lives, he pleases Supreme Lord Vishnu. See, now they transit off from Acharya, from Brahmacharya. You see, he says, after enjoying family life in Krishna consciousness, don't forget that. Enjoying family life does not, that is material consciousness. He says the next word you should go, what he says is enjoy the family life. He pleases Supreme Lord Vishnu. Now, many people from the Bhagavatam, you know, they didn't want to get married, but Brahma had to go and inspire him. Daksha was there. We have, who is that? Priyavarta Maharaj. So many people they didn't want to get married, but they asked him to go. So, for here, the common thread line is they just follow the Guru. That is the purpose. They don't say, no, I will not follow. But some people may do like that. They also disobey. But it's all extraordinary, Lord's mercy on those people. The Kumaras, they disobeyed. But what was the purpose of disobeying? They were scared that after getting the lotus feet of Lord, they didn't want to get into Grihastha ashram. So there are people in different places, they may take. So it is inconceivable of the Bhagavatam, each character of there in the Bhagavatam. Each one has its own. But the purpose of Bhagavatam, which is coming out, is the cream for us to understand that every role has its importance. We don't criticize, okay, Grahasthashram is tucha, like that. As like Srila Prabhupada was, how he was offered money, he was taking it. If you offer the Shankar Mat people, they will not even touch money there. But Prabhupada took it and it's for Krishna. So this is kind of a attachment and detachment. So just like a lotus flower, which is in this, what is the slush, muddy water, but still is not attached. We all have to be in this world, keeping Krishna in the heart. We will be detached over a period of time. Certainly we will make progress. A devotee in the present situation, one has to understand one position in a family or worldly life. That is called intelligence, Prabhupada says. One should not remain entrapped in family life to satisfy his tongue and genitals, association of why. In such a way, one simply spoils his life. According to Vedic civilization, it is imperative to give up a family at a certain age. Give up means consciousness. Please understand. It's the consciousness of giving up. Because when you give up, where will you go? It's a part of that, the society, a community, that we get detached. We don't want to work on that base. They are now grown up and they will live their life. Becoming too much in their life, even they don't want, today they will throw you out also. The situation has changed. Even if you want to go, they will throw you out. But still, we are almost at, according to Vedic civilization, it is imperative to give up family at certain age by force if necessary. Prabhupada uses the word force. Unfortunately, the so-called followers of Vedic life do not give up their family even at the end of life, unless then they are forced by death. There should be a thorough overhauling of social system. Now, this is where we matter a lot. He says there should be a thorough overhauling social system where the society should revert to the Vedic principles. That is the 4 Varnas and the 4 Ashramas. So how Srila Prabhupada is giving us the importance. You people now go to the world. You go there, teach them what I have taught you. So now you have to identify yourself that where you are located. Any mistake you do outside, that matters a lot. Hey, these people in the ashram, they are one way, at the home they are different, outside they are different. That is very hypocrisy. Very, very dangerous. Sometimes it does happen. It's not that it's all pakka. But still consciousness will be there. That, yeah, this is not, sometimes some family obligation, you may be there, but the extension where you are going there, you have to be detached. Some obligations. But that obligation is not as determined as what Guru's obligations are. It's very insignificant. Even if you don't follow, it does not matter. But Guru's obligation, you have to keep it on our head. So that is very, very important. Now, in this way, a devotee in the present situation, we wear tilak, we have chanting bag, everything we have. But the thing is, the culture is the same. We have not become aliens. The moment we go out from here, we are exposed to the material life. The neighbors, the friends, all are materialistic people. So it should be a hard-fought struggle for you to really, go, not take any association. So how strong you should be in your sadhana, that you have to be with them. You can't choose your neighbors. They are there. Every time they will come out, you will have to say, hello, how are you? You may say, Hare Krishna. For some time, gradually, then they may say, Hare Krishna. So relationship matters a lot. Once that relationship is established, then they will start knowing, oh, these people are great people. It may take some time. Don't leave hope. And you don't become insecure with somebody like that. No, you're already secure under a good guru. Guru Nishtha, you follow everything, you will be protected. There's no problem. Your association with the outside world is a benefit for them more than what they benefit you. The benefit is that they may become this side. So it is an endeavor which will go on. Prabhupada, next 10,000 years. Next 10 years is matters. Next 20 years is your, is it not prime? you can make certainly a difference. So the changes, the same type of how many theaters are there, how many hotels are there, everything is the same. But now you have to choose. At least now you are telling wherever a sattvic hotel is there, then we'll go. So we are finding a sattvic world. Yeah, that means something which, okay, little adjustment. But that sattvic you may go, but if you regularly start going, then that sattva will become, what is that? The next word is of sattvic, what is that? Rajasic will become. Still further you go, it will become tamasic. But the board is sattvic, but you are going there for tamasa. It is not. What you get, you are only, it's an illusion that you are getting sattvic food is there. We don't know who is cooking there. But sometimes obligation you may go. Even sometimes in ISKCON also there are so many hotels. We don't know what consciousness is there. What comes from your altar matters a lot more than that kitchen there. Is it not? So the consciousness which matters. Don't think every day eating in Govindas you will go back to Godhead. You may but what you eat coming out from your kitchen, that is there. Many times, okay, Govinda mein jaake kha lenge. Once in a while, once, twice, it's okay. But you will get addicted to Govindas and you will become Govinda. Not that. So, devotees also have certain difficulties. We have to be careful where we can go backwards. That's why we require good association. We require Delhi devotees all the way from Delhi, they are coming. It's 500 books they are selling every day. Look at their enthusiasm, what they're doing. मेरे को भी छोड़ा नहीं यार. Look at their enthusiasm, the way they want to fulfill. Gopal Krishna Maharaj was the epitome for book distribution or even book printing. And I can see the blood flowing there. So what matters is that how much you are concentrated about yourself, your commitment, that matters a lot. So situation don't change. Once observing that Krishna, see, Prabhupada's, he writes, once observing that King Prachinibari, a descendant of Dhruv Maharaj, had become involved in materialistic activities, the ultimate goal of life, Narada Muni became compassionate and spoke to him using an allegorical story to explain the precarious condition of person attached to material gratification. Now, isn't Srila Prabhupada compassionate on us? He was sitting in Radha Damodar temple and he would have gone back to God. There is no doubt. He came from there, he's going back. But today he is sending all of us back. Isn't that? So what is the difference between Narada Muni, coming and giving the compassion? So same Narada Muni has come as Srila Prabhupada and giving us the same thing. Situation is the same. Why? There also it is an Atma, here also an Atma. So this Atma Milan will happen provided the identification of the body goes. The more we are identified with the body, then we will identify with the society. When we are identifying with society, you will be identifying with the country. If you are identified with the country, it extends to the world. It can extend right from Brahma's planet to the lowest planet. Right? What does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita? Brahma puna loka punaravartino Arjuna mam upetyo kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. And what is that? Mam upetyo kaunteya janma karma cha medyam yo me vete tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanmana. He says that only we have to know what Krishna is, his birth, his activities, his pastime, you'll go back to Godhead. But for that we have to do open temples, we have to distribute books, so many things are there. We will do everything, but we ourselves don't read books. We want to distribute, fine. Well, they all will go back to Godhead. What will you say? Hey, मैंने ये भगवत गीता इसको बेचा, मैं इधर ही वो जा रहा है. It happens like that. Many times we would have preached to our devotees, we are suffering somewhere, they will become like our Swayam Prakash. What do you say? All is, अरे मैंने इसको सिखाया, ISKCON को लेके गया, हाथ पकड़ के, अबे मैं बाहर हूँ, ये अंदर चले गया. So that's how it is. We don't know when who goes back to God. अपनी you can't say अपना कर्म है. अरे यार तुम्हारा कर्म ही पढ़ो, बाद में जाएगा तू भी. We don't understand, we don't read, we just look at other people and we conclude ourselves. No. The role what you are playing has to be ideal. We are an idealistic society. We may not be ideal, but we are with ideal guru. That's what Prabhupada said, that I may not be perfect, my spiritual master is perfect. So in that way, we are under shelter of Prabhupada. We are also sadhakas trying to progress, and we are making forward. So, and this is, I'll end here, I think, 9:05. And what does it mean? Finally, conclusion, Prabhupada explains in the purport. He says, the human being, just like a deer, enjoys his family without knowing that before him there was a factor of time, which is represented by tiger. The fruitive activities of a living entity simply creates another dangerous position, oblige him to take accept different bodies. Usual, the deer is also fond of sex. The conclusion is that one who lives like a deer will be killed in due course of time. The Vedic literature, therefore, advises us we should understand our constitutional position, take to devotional service before the death comes. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of Srimad Bhagavata. That everything is there. Hare Krishna. So I'll just give you this the another part. In the summary of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 14th chapter, go through all that. He will explain the other ashrams and this also. There's no time. In that, only 2 slokas are there, I will tell you, which is Yudhishthira is telling, Grahastha etam padavim vidhina yena chanjasa yaya deva rishi bruhi madhuso graha muda dehi. Maharaj Yudhishthira inquired from Narada Muni, O my Lord, O great sage, kindly explain how we who are staying at home without knowledge of goal of life, who is telling? Yudhishthira Maharaj. Goal of life may also easily attain liberation according to the instruction of Vedas. See, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Prachini Bhari, so many people we have come across, very exalted people. They are so humble and asking these questions. And that is 7th canto, 14th verse, 1st sloka. 2nd sloka, who is this? Sri Narada Uvacha. Graheshu avisto rajan kriyen kurva yatochitaha vasudeva panam sakshat upasita maho munim. Narada Muni replied, my dear king, those who stay at home as householders must act to earn their livelihood instead of trying to enjoy the results of their work themselves. Pariya, enna solranga? Instead of trying to enjoy the result of their work themselves, they should offer the results to Krishna, Vasudeva. How to satisfy Vasudeva in this life can be perfectly understood through the association of great devotees of Lord. Yes. So, you want to be safe? You should all brahmacharis are there, they are here, take association of theirs, especially grasthas. Then, at least through the heart, they will make you brahmacharis. Even though physically we are, but doesn't matter. What do you say, Swam Prakash? You will assure us? Yes, I'm open to any reflections or corrections. Perfect silence. Something wrong? I told her what? Huh? I don't know. Yes.
Prabhuji, here in purport, Prabhupada refers Grihastha ashram people are attached to sex and food prepared by the wife. But it is generally understood that the Grihamedi people are attached to those.
Huh.
How to understand
it? He didn't. He meant Grastha as from the material aspect only. It is not that he did not explain Grihamedi. We get deluded, so it's like that only. Nothing else. He is explaining today's world what they are. So far, what we see is they say, I'm a grasta, they will say. But they are attached to these two things. That's what it is. So from grihastha, it is actually grihamedis. Now grihamedis have to become grihasthas. Now you can define yourself whether you are grihamedi or grihastha. Each one can think where our mind consciousness, where it is. So material consciousness means that Krishna consciousness is still on the process. So when material consciousness, when you ignore it, when you start your identification, that you're a part and parcel of Krishna, they are also part and parcel of Krishna, then that is Krishna consciousness. Slowly that materialism goes up. Because material is also energy of Lord. He is given for the enjoyment of Lord himself. And also an opportunity for us to engage those things in Krishna service and go back. That's why when we start earning money, if that money is not spent in the right way, then that will doom you down. That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, any amount of Aishwarya you get, you will get bewildered. What happened to, who is that? Bali Maharaj. The whole world Ayurveda, but the ego aspect came off. What mattered to him? Krishna took away everything. 1 minute. In the same way, Srila Prabhupada explains that for Pandavas, he took away everything for some time, but Krishna was always there in the heart, so he gave back later. So when a devotee has to be transformed, and when Krishna wants some things he will take away, then you will get bewildered and you come back. Oh, there's something wrong with that. Purana Dasa was a great recipient of that. He had so much of money. But at time came one small instance through his wife. He changed his world. He left everything and went. Here you don't have to leave anything. You come with your belonging inside ISKCON. तुम्हारा property लेके जाओ, बीबी को लेके जाओ, सबको लेके जाओ. You don't have to leave anything. We are not like that. We don't. What do you say, bro? I will come with my family, right? So that is the difference. You have to come with everything with them. You have to make them devotees. And if they don't, it's okay. It doesn't matter. But your prime duty is to give them the good karmas of what you have, sukruti for them. Create an atmosphere. But sometimes they may escape. Is there in the cases of many places. So Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to his father, what is this you are doing? He is telling, my spiritual master told me, straight away he tells in his face, Dhira. You are not scared of what? Of Hiranyaksha. What all he gave. But he was not bewildered at all. In the same way, when you are depending on Guru's mercy, he gives the divine Shakti for us to face the world. Nobody is happy in this world. But we will know how to, that happiness when it comes, how Krishna's mercy is there on that. But over a period of that, happiness also goes. You have to have two eyes to understand this world. One eyes which sees everybody as part and parcel of Krishna. The otherwise, you are responsible for certain people. So you should have this responsibility. They are also part and parcel of Krishna. You are not the custodian of the souls whom you are taking responsibility. No. That's what I said. Two understanding. Two eyes means two understanding. One, you should know. She's my wife. She's also part and parcel of Krishna. He's my son. He's a part and parcel of Krishna as well as your son. But you are not the protector of them. You are not protector of anybody. You would not even only you can't even protect yourself. What you will protect others? So Guru Mukha Padma, when we go take shelter, he protects you. So in this way, the jiva detaches from this body externally, but it performs, that's all. Just like a karma. It is there. It is there. We have to follow for a period of time. We leave this world. But when we leave this world, we don't carry this body. We leave this body and go. But others will go to another body on that karma. Yes? Yes.
Guruji, I wanted to ask about the third ashram, which is Vanaprastha ashram. Prabhupada is writing that at the age of 50, we should leave the house. But so in Kali Yuga, basically, how the Vanaprastha ashram should be followed?
That's why I said you bring the family inside ISKCON. Oh yeah. See, here in this world, there is no Vana. Prabhupada explained another sloka. He says, When you say Vrindavan, Vrindavan where Krishna is there. So Ayodhya, like different places, we go and settle down. Even today you will find many people who are residing in the holy dhams. Right? You go to many people come and stay in Mayapur dham, but doesn't mean that Maya is gone away. Because the association is very strong there, you have a chance to be among that circle, and you have a better chance to go back to garden. Or because that's why association matters a lot. In Kali Yuga, the ashrama, where Prabhupada said that you have to create one ashrama. I have finished half. So he said create. It's a community. In community, you will find all different places. Now we have 90, 100 houses around the temple. Their consciousness is as good as a brahmachari, as good as a sannyasi. That's all they are in that ashram. That's all. So you cannot go anywhere. If you go to the vana and all, the tiger and all will come and eat away. So all that is no. The point is, vanaprastha means the consciousness. That matters a lot. Detachment with attachment. They are all there, but they are not your ultimate. They are not your protectors. But at the same time, why did Vidura came and chastised the brother? Who? Dhritarashtra. He says, "What you are like a dog? You are sitting and eating." Very strong words he uses. Go from here. He says, "No, no. Let me tell Yudhishthira. No, no. You go first." He will stop. He says, "Let me tell Yudhishthira and go." Before that, he will change of his mind. Nah? So he says, "No, no. You don't worry. I will take care of that. You go from here." So that is real relationship. Everything is there by explanation. So ashrama in ISKCON is Krishna conscious ashram. Wherever you are, just be Krishna conscious. That's all. Do your duty there. From in brahmacharya ashrama, don't do grihastha ashram. In grihastha ashram, you cannot do different. Follow the rules and regulations on those ashrams and fulfill the duties. That's why Prahlad Maharaj, they all did continue after father died, was killed. Prahlad, they ruled the kingdom. Is it not? So in the same way, after Ravana left, Vibhishana continued. So some people are there who are destined to do certain things. In Kali Yuga, these ashrams have a thin barrier, very thin. So it just cuts off. But Krishna conscious means it bounds everybody. So a community which full of devotees, different families together, makes it complete. That is why we are having many temples coming up. They are having places for devotees to come and stay, things like that. But cities, how many can go like that? So cities, we can have communities around the temple. It matters a lot. At that time only, Los Angeles temple, when they build that, how many devotees have the house? Even now you can go and see. That time that street was full of devotees. You can find even in you have Dallas temple, lot of devotees around the temple. But it may be there, but you may not be devotee only. Temples may be there, but your consciousness matters a lot. That's why powerful sadhana is required. Sadhana includes association. That you don't forget. Your sadhana with association matters a lot. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanandi. We have that guest coming at 11:30. The speaker's daughter, I think. She stays somewhere there. So, in between, we have to make sure she's cared. At 11 or 11:30, she's coming. Or the whole speaker is coming, we don't know. Telangana. Late night, they have confirmed. So, 11 to 11:30. I'm only praying that they don't go to that temple. But he has given the direction. He has given the location map he is given. Hopefully, they will come here. Many times it happens, they go there. Many times from there, they come here. So, exchange is only thing difference between that temple and this temple is there only Prabhupada is available. Here, everybody is yours. Parampara is available. There, after Prabhupada, there is no parampara. So, that is a very difficult proposition. So, here we are getting everybody. What to do?